So here's what we think, guys. Okay, so first off, W live stream. I do love the Korean live stream. We did get quite a bit of rewards. So first thing I want to talk about are the codes that are here. So let's talk about the codes. There are 4 of them, so make sure you take advantage of that. So the codes are as follows. I've already taken advantage of them, so I'm going to show you guys the codes real quick on screen here. So if you're going to redeem the codes, first one is 0912. Baron is coming. Baron is coming. This will give you 2,500 gems, so make sure you take advantage of that. So 0912, and all of this will be in the description of the video when this recording is done, just so you guys are aware. So that's the first one. Second one is We Love Hunter, not to be mistaken by Hunter on Hive, which I do love, by the way. He's a great dude. But this is We Love Hunter, and I believe this one will give you guys 1 million gold, 2 of the rune artifacts, and then 2 of the blessing ones. And then the next one here is NEWSTORYBARAN, which will give you guys 5 of the 100-day chests. NEWSTORYBARAN. So use that one next. That's 5 of the gold 100-day chests, which you can get an opportunity. And then 2 update 0, which will give you guys 10 weapon tickets. So here's what it essentially was about. Okay, so we're going to talk about some of the main things that they're going to be introducing, and majority of this, just so everyone's aware, is going to be coming out in October. Not all of it's going to come out in September. So the first big one, the really big one, is the fact that it's going to be a 2-banner drop. So we're going to have Harper, who is, if we go back here, Harper, who is a DPS breaker, and then we have ourselves Charlotte, who is essentially a DPS dark unit. So one thing they mentioned here in the, sorry, I'm going to just mute this real quick. One thing they mentioned here, I'm going to mute Zaf real quick. One thing they mentioned in here is the fact that the 2 units that we're all complaining about, so Harper and Charlotte, are going to be units that they are going to be adding into the game and eventually expanding on the universe. So here they are right there. These are the costumes for Charlotte and Harper. So no, there's no swimsuit contest, guys. Don't worry. They're going to have to be working together. They're going to be in tandem. So, and they said that Baron is going to be a dark-only team. Okay, so first a shout out to Zaf for this stream. I had to piggyback off his. My translator didn't show up, which is unfortunate, but it's going to be dark-only now, apparently. So I don't know how much that is true, and I'm not sure how much, until Baron comes out, it might just be dark, guys. So I think what's going to end up happening is what they did before, where it's going to be like one element to start, and then when hard mode comes out, they're going to probably introduce the second element. So that's most likely what's going to happen here, right? Now, I'm not a fan of this because I feel like these 2 characters, as much as they want to say they're trying to expand the universe, just don't belong in the universe. They just don't. They don't belong in this universe. And I'm all for expanding, but I said originally in my stream that you need to first map out the original universe before you start expanding the other one. It's hard to do it in tandem because you're going to upset people along the way, right? So if it looks like these 2 are going to be almost essential for the upcoming content, and we'll see what happens. Now, again, they also said, speaking of leaks, somebody just mentioned Alpha has new leaks. They also mentioned that the devs did, that you can't take the leaks to heart because the kits are going to always change. The kits will be different every single time somebody drops. So the leaks are there for informative purposes, but I've been saying this all along, as is Alpha and Zaf and everyone else. Take the leaks with a grain of salt because they're not going to be 100% accurate or even accurate at all, right? Happy birthday, Ars. Happy birthday, bro. So the codes were great. The skins are okay. Here's the new summoning that's going to happen for the shadows. It's going to be a golem. It's going to increase basic skills. Now, basic skills are the 2 main skills you use. Don't be mistaken with basic attacks and core. They're not the same. Basic skills are your 2 main skills. So this is going to come out as well, too. And at the same time, Kaisel is coming out in October, which is going to give us defense penetration according to Alpha Leaker. Again, that can change as well, okay? So keep that in mind. A couple of the big things they did mention, speaking of characters, they are going to continue buffing the Manhwa characters. The Manhwa characters are going to be someone that they're going to raise and increase in terms of stats, attacks, etc. So all the Manhwa characters, they have told us, are going to be buffed, and that's going to be a big deal for the game itself. So we can hopefully not have to rely on all of this new stuff to be able to beat content, which is making it obviously very pay to win, okay? So a couple of things to note here that they mentioned too, which I think is probably some of the bigger deals, is the fact that BOT now will have 5 bosses instead of 4. So that's a pretty big deal. So that's expanding BOT's number 1 rewards, number 2 how long it's going to take, but they're also going to make the calculation periods a lot shorter and smaller. So that's a big deal. Yeah, Baron story is not in September. The story might be, but the actual WOBL might not be in September. So it looks like the WOBL may be one a little bit further. Also, just so everyone's aware, they're adding in more whale content for allowing players who spend to have more opportunities to get other things. You guys can see here, for example, this is one of the content there. It's up to floor 21 now. Yeah, once you get to floor 20, tier 20 for instances, they're going to have more floors for whales in order for them to do harder content, and they're going to give better rewards. So this is definitely going to be a whale update more than free-to-play update, okay? A couple other things I want to talk about real quick. Sorry, guys, we'll go back to the chat shortly. These are brand new things called cores. These are things you're going to be able to farm in the new WOBL, and they're going to be like pretty much brand new accessories that you can equip on your characters to boost, whether it's ice damage, fire damage, elemental damage, whatever the case may be. So this is going to be something else that we're going to have to farm here, and it's going to pretty much make the game a lot more difficult and time consuming. And I was saying this earlier in chat, where if they're going to introduce more things to farm, they also need to introduce ways that old content is amalgamated into the new content, so we're not having to farm for 3-4 hours a day. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's I think, in my opinion, it's too much farming. So like remove some of the old instances and put it in somewhere else. A couple of the things here, they've added in new bosses, all right, which is for the instances. So they've removed Kargalagagag again and added in this cool looking like frost unit. And then they've also removed the golem and added in Kaisel. All right, now you guys can see here 9, 10, and then 11. Or sorry, 9 and 10, and 10 eventually in October. So in the month of October, they're going to be adding in the old curse sets and all the other WOBL sets from Vulcan into the instances. So that's at least going to make it easier, right? Anyone looking for the codes, it's pinned to the chat, okay? So make sure you check out the chat. Yeah, the Golem was awful. So Kaisel is going to be a breath of fresh air. I'm really, really, really happy they're doing that. I'm assuming he's still going to be weak to wind and, wind and dark. So we're probably going to see that as well too. But at the same time, you know, like these are new bosses that are replacing old bosses. And at the same time, we're going to get ourselves brand new tiers of content that we can do going all the way up to 20. So that two good things about that. Number one, we're going to get ourselves more trophies. Number two, we're going to get ourselves more essence stones from farming. Number three, we're going to have more content to do. But at the same time, it's more content to do, which is becoming very cumbersome and tiring, right? So that's going to be a big deal. So we need to hold. So here's the thing. If you're going to hold for Thomas, it's up to you. If you don't care about Baron and if you don't care about finishing that content and Thomas is your goal, then you probably want to hold, right? No, they're going to make it easier. They're going to if they said it's going to be a dark only, if they said it's going to be a dark only content for Baron, they're essentially hinting that it's going to make your life a lot easier, right? So we'll see what they say. Oh, June, the divs did not say to pull the 2 new hunters to clear. Oh, okay. Thank you, oh, June. Appreciate that. Thank you, June. Appreciate it. Thank you for jumping on and clarifying that. So June's actually Zaf's translator. Thank you, June, for jumping on. So saying that she didn't say that they need to pull it. It just said in the context of developer justifying a double banner dispatch to make a playable team. Okay, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Thank you for doing that. They are adding also cinematics. I appreciate you, June, for doing all that, by the way. I'm gonna add June here as a where's June? Where's June? Here, June. I'm gonna add you as a mod. Just in case you ever pop in here again, we can see your stuff as well. Thank you for doing all the translations, June, by the way. Big ups to that. That's a big W. Thank you for explaining that. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. I had to jump on his apps and steal his content, but you know what? Whatever. We steal each other's content all the time. So yeah, they're increasing the level to 90, by the way, guys. So that's coming out. We're gonna have floors 36 and 37 for gates, and some new content coming on the way. And obviously, they're also gonna be buffing some of the skills, just so everyone's aware. Let me just show you guys some of the skills here that they're gonna buff. 1 second, right around. Trying to find that here. Oh yeah, there's gonna be cinematics now, by the way, for bosses. No more of the still comics. We're gonna see cinematics for all the bosses going forward. So Baron's the beginning of that, by the way. So when Baron does come out, you're gonna see cinematics like this going forward, which I think looks absolutely incredible and badass. So my mom asking why so shiny? Because I'm like the sun, baby. I just light up your day. That's why. Okay, so there you guys go. That's going to be happening as well, too. So they're going to be buffing Jinnu. One of the questions was, why is Jinnu weaker than all the hunters? So they've addressed that, and they said going in when Jeju Island does come out, that's when they're going to really start buffing him, because story-wise, lore-wise, that's when he gets really powerful. It's like that's the start of his actual Ascension above S rank. So we're going to see more of that going forward. I'll be honest with you guys. I think the devs have done a good job hearing our concerns. They're definitely addressing things like mono character buffs. They're definitely addressing things like the artifact system. So that's a big one as well too, just so you guys are aware. They're adding an artifact system where we can craft artifacts. So I'll show you guys that real quick as well, which is, I think, one of the biggest complaints. And we're probably going to be getting a reroll system as well too. So this is the artifact system right here. So you guys can craft artifacts, probably reroll artifacts as well too. So we have a lot of stuff coming up. No, Zaf's just being stupid. I don't care about these hunters. I'm pissed actually. I've been showing my disdain for these hunters from day one. Zaf's just making jokes. I'm not happy about these hunters. I'm really not. I think these hunters are probably the biggest mistake this game has done so far to this point. So, not happy about it. The SR upgrade system, I know a lot of people are asking about it. I think they're going to scrap it, to be honest with you. So this is a big deal. The artifact system is a big deal. I think this is coming out in October as well, too, just so everyone's aware. I don't think we're going to see this anytime soon. But yeah, I mean, there's good and bad. So let's do the real takeaways here. The PvP, that's right. Yeah, they're talking about bringing in PvP, which I think would absolutely kill the game. So I really, really, really hope that doesn't happen. And even if there's a balance mode and a whale mode, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. So yeah, so Jim, that's a very good point. So Meilin was a necessity for WOBL because of the shield removal, right? At the same time, 9/19. So yeah, this is actually coming out in September. Yeah, you're right. Bojack, you're absolutely right. This is coming out on September 19th. So 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now, less than 2 weeks from now. So yeah, this might actually come out very soon. They are going to be removing the healing given increase and replacing it with mana recovery. We've talked about that already. They really can't be doing this. Like, PvP would kill the game. Even if there's a balanced version of PvP, I think it would kill the game. I think it's a bad idea. In my opinion, at least. That's my opinion. All right. So let's just hope they don't introduce it. I don't think they will, but we'll see. Yeah, so I don't know. Oh yeah, the guild ranking system's another one too. So they're gonna add in guild ranking systems in October as well. So if you are looking to be ranked on your guild and get rewards for being a higher ranked guild, this is the time to do it now. It's time to start adjusting your guilds, making sure people are active, jumping on Discord. They did say they're never introducing, or they won't be introducing, a guild chat system as well. So keep that in mind. So I think Wind will probably happen later on. I'm not sure if it's going to happen now or later, but at the same time, I'm a little bit concerned with the direction of this update. I think there's a lot of good stuff happening, but there's also some bad stuff happening as well too, right? So a couple of things that I'm a little worried about. Number one, more content to do than we have time for. I think that's a very big problem. Number two, the level of content that's coming out looks very PvP-ish. And also the fact that there is a lot of old content. What's going on, buddy? Come here. You want to say hi? I think there's a lot of old content coming out that's going to be really rough on us. How you doing, baby? Good. Okay, go upstairs for 1 second. Daddy's going to finish up, all right? I love you. I'll see you soon. All right. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it for that. Check out the codes. Try it out. Before I go anywhere, let me quickly do my draw here. I got to go see my kids, and then we're going to move on. So let's do our quick draw. Let's hope we get something. My son says hi again. All right, let's see what we get here, guys. I'm hoping for a plum sword so I can finish it up. Remember, please do use the codes. I swear to God, I'm not getting anything. It's going to be a fake out. It's going to be a fake out. Please be a fake out. Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. You guys ready? Come on, please let me finish my plum sword. You son of a... Ugh. Not going to complain. That's my A1 at least. I got a Zeke sword. Zeke's, but I didn't get the actual thing I wanted. Damn it. Damn it. So, again, it's up on there, guys. Anyone looking for the codes are up on the chat. Please check it out. So, again, thank you guys for watching the live stream, obviously. I appreciate it. And I hope you guys have great luck on this. Thank you again. I'll see you guys in the next one, okay?